November 13th. 3:02. Been set up for about 30 minutes. Got in around 2:30. I'm hunting pretty much where I shot my bow buck. Checked that trail camera. We kind of moved it too. But we checked that trail camera and there's a giant 9-pointer on it. And then we got a couple pretty nice 8-pointers in daylight. Working this grapevine. I got the trail that this grapevine's on like 30 yards in front of me, if that 20 yards. And I can see this whole bottom down here. And this little tiny ridge to my right I can see pretty well too. Hopefully I can hear them before they pop over. It's probably 60 yards away. Dad's in the blind right up there. He's probably 200 yards away. Watching that top. The wind's not doing very good. But I think it's good enough. If a buck comes out, I'll be able to shoot it before it hit my wind. Because it's blowing at me in the back, but it's going down into this creek and sucking down. Guess we'll see. It's super calm, quiet. I'm going to give it about 4 o'clock and then I might do a rattling sequence and see if I can call anything up. But I guess stay tuned. Maybe we can get it done today. That'd be pretty sweet. Good morning. November 15th. 6:20 in the morning. Starting to finally get daylight. I've been set up since 5. Kind of eager to get out of here. Because there's snow on the ground. It started snowing last night before we went to bed. And it's just been snowing throughout the night. There's maybe an inch on the ground, but there's enough to cover the ground. I had to work Saturday and then Monday yesterday. And yesterday we had the big 10 here, the giant 10. And it looks like he broke off his main beam on his right side. Left side if you're looking at him. To me, that's not a big deal. I don't care much about the rack, which is a bonus, but I just know it's a big mature buck. And he was here in daylight, like 8, 9 o'clock or something like that. It's like 31 degrees. When I sat down and looked at my bow, at our other spot where I shot my bow buck, it's a big 9 that we've been getting on camera, facing a doe very hard. You can see he's on camera multiple times, just running back and forth, following the doe back and forth. I think this weather got him frisky, so I set it for about another 20, 30 minutes until it's very light. Maybe call a little bit, a couple doe bleats, and a couple tending grunts. I also have the decoy set up, so we'll see how that works. That buck came straight across the field. I mean, he came across 2 fields. Came all the way into the decoy. About 40 yards, if that. Ears bent back, hair standing up. Smaller 8-pointer. That was a big buck. We'd be in business right now. Just watching that made the hunt worth it. The snow on the ground, it's a beautiful day. Still early. It's only about 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, if that. Right at 7 o'clock. We're gonna sit here for at least another 2 hours. I got a Pop-Tart if I get hungry, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. Meh. 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 He's one down right there. He's one down right there. In the snow, baby. Yes, he's down right there. He's down right there. He came in right to the decoy. Let's go. He's dead right there. He's dead right there. He's dead right there. Oh. 8:32, baby. November 15th. In the snow. I killed one. I killed a big one. I got it on record. He came running at the decoy, like sprinting. I had to yell at him to stop.
How big was he?
He's a big 8-pointer. Let's go. I got it on all recording. He ran. I mean, he was in bow range. I could have shot him with my bow.
Where did he come from?
He came from the pasture, like sprinting. He saw the decoy. I snort wheezed, like he was. I'm sure he was searching for a doe. I snort wheezed at him, and oh my god, he jumped the ditch. You know that ditch over there? Cleared the ditch and sprinted at the decoy. And I was like, meh, 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 meh. And he finally stopped, looked right at me, put it right on his shoulder, and he ran. I mean, maybe 70, 80 yards and just. Yes!
Let me see.
Here he is. Here he is. He ain't no giant, but he's playing enough for me. Technically he's a 7, but he broke his eye guard off here fighting.
Big old bodied, and he has a fat neck. By the looks of it, he looks a little older, but it's hard for me to tell any of that. But man, he's just a pretty little buck. The points curve up right here and almost touch. He's past his ears a little bit. Oh, look at that. He has pus coming out of the side of his head. Yeah, he's a fighter. It's probably a good thing we got him out of here. We had this big 10-pointer here too. Giant 10-pointer. I'm pretty sure we got him last year too. But he broke one of his sides off, like snapped in half, so it's like to right here. So he's only, technically now he's only a 6-pointer because he broke that whole side off. Could have been with this guy fighting with this guy, because I mean this guy broke his eye guard and he has pus on his head. But you can see that's the entrance right there. I didn't even check the exit, but right on that front shoulder and that Vital V. And he made it probably 60, 70 yards. But we got, I have to give a little bit of credit to old Gerald right here. He seems like he's making it happen. He decoyed in 2 deer today. So a smaller little 8-pointer than this nicer 8-pointer. So I give some credit to Gerald back here. He did his job today, but this is my first buck in the snow. And first buck with this 243, and I really like it. I bought it for my girlfriend pretty much. I basically traded my 30-06 in for it, so I can use this gun as a coyote and a deer hunting rifle. But I mean, I hit right there on that shoulder, and this deer made it 60, 70 yards and fell right over. But I'm just tickled pink. All right, back out here finally. We got the sucker loaded up on the buggy. But here he is again. Ooh, got him all loaded up and ready for transport. What do you think, Haas?
Looks good.
Oh, we did look. So obviously I hit right here. We're gonna have to black and white this. And it came out about right here on the other side, obviously. But I mean, he didn't make it far. And I'm gonna put some pictures up, but we've been getting this buck on camera for a couple months now. We only got him in daylight, I think, once. I'm gonna have to try to find some pictures, but I just looked and we got him November 13th at the place we call Oak Tree, which is 150 yards that way down the creek further where he came from. And it was at nighttime, but stay tuned. Hopefully we get more down this rifle season. Dad's probably gonna go out tonight. Hopefully he can see something and maybe get on record, so stay tuned.
Okay, it's November 15th, 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm with Dad right now. I shot my buck this morning. We got both the buck and the doe decoy out right now, about 30 yards in front of us. Right here is where we got these 2 giant bucks on camera. They haven't been daylight. They've been close to daylight, but they haven't been in daylight. But this is also a huge area. We can see far, so they just might not be walking in front of the camera. But we're in the blind. The tank blind is a little small. A little too small for both of us, but we're making do. The wind is blowing from the front, basically from the decoys to our back, out into the middle of the field. So the wind's good. It's still a little chilly. I shot my buck this morning. It's definitely warmed up a lot. All the snow is already melted, but we walk in on our way driving in. We had a buck already cruising on the camera down low, about 200 yards away from here. So they're still up and moving. So I guess we'll see. Yeah. How far that shot is? I don't know.
one side, 8 point on the other. He's just teasing you. He's looking at us now.
Fuck, why can't it be a giant? He ain't too short yet.
Hey!
I can't. He's inside the.
That was a big buck.
Yeah. Is that him?
Yeah, it's him.
What do you want me to shoot him right there?
It's up to you. Hey. Yo, hey.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Did you hit him?
I think so.
I didn't. Okay, we didn't really do much of an update on that buck. So the last clip you saw was Dad shooting that pretty nice buck with his rifle in the tank blind, and that was November 15th. It's like December 7th now. He missed that buck cleanly. We went and looked, didn't find any blood. We even went over there and talked to the neighbors because they were shooting at something. We were wondering maybe they shot it after we got done shooting it, because I reviewed the footage and I saw it go behind that cedar tree. But they said they saw a buck take off down the railroad tracks. So we looked, couldn't find any blood, looked at the footage, realized it looked like we missed it. And then a couple days later, we got him on camera, and we actually got him on camera in December 2nd as well, in daylight. So Dad missed that buck completely, which I'd rather have him hit it, obviously, but I'd rather it be a complete miss instead of wounding the animal. But I'll pop up some pictures right here of the buck. It's a really nice buck. It's a 9-pointer. We've got him quite a bit on multiple of our cameras, just cruising, chasing does. In that clip, he was chasing 2 does. I think he was mainly chasing that yearling. I think that was the one that was actually hot that day. But I think that's going to round off this episode. That was pretty much our rifle season, just me and Dad. But I'm going to have another rifle season episode with my girlfriend. We went out a couple times. I'm trying to get her first deer, but she won't shoot any does. I know, slow, baby steps. We'll get there. But she won't shoot any does, so we're trying to get her a buck. We had so many bucks in range and just couldn't get on them, which it happens. It's hunting. We try to have fun out there. But we have two really good bucks in front of us in the tank blind. It got really intense. So stay tuned for that episode. That'll be the next one coming out. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting on these videos. And if you're new, please subscribe and hit the like button if you can. All right, see you in the next one.